Alright, this is where we left off. Now we have a sketch added. As you can see, I am painting a dragon on this beach scene. I wanted to do a sea dragon. Honestly, this whole thing kind of made me think of Puff the Magic Dragon. And so I had this idea, an ill-fated idea, to do this kind of serpentine sea dragon asleep on these rocks. And this is, it's an adventure. I started off the sketch and I wasn't super crazy about it, but I thought to myself, just trust the process. I normally do trust the process, and my sketches always look worse on paper than they do in my head, and then when I paint them, they normally end up being fine. So I told myself that it would be fine. So my idea was kind of a sea serpent that would exist in a coral reef, so I wanted it to be very serpentine and eel-like, but with kind of a crocodile face and jaw. So that's what I had here. I had a crown of antlers on its head that I intended to make look like coral, and I was going to add fins along the body to propel it through the water. Okay, look, it was at this point that I was like, no, I don't like this. I don't know why I don't like this. Maybe it's the sketch. I don't know. But I figured it was the scales. So I thought to myself, I could redo that. That's an easy fix. Let me just spend some time making them softer and making it look less pronounced. So I went ahead and did another layer over the top of the scales I had already done so that I could kind of lighten the shifts between the scales, and thought maybe that was the problem. Maybe that would fix it. And I liked it a little bit better after that. A little bit being the key word. Just something about this painting was still bothering me, and I just stubbornly forged ahead. I knew I could fix it. I just was convinced that it just needed a little bit more paint. But there was just like this nagging voice in my head that was like, no, I don't like this. I don't like the sketch. It's not working. It doesn't look good. I hate this. And I thought to myself, if I just forge ahead and keep working on it, it's going to be okay. It's going to be, but you know what? It wasn't okay. So I basically decided that unless I wanted to continue to be grumpy and stare at it, something had to be done to change it and completely overhaul it. So I did this. I took some sandpaper and sanded it off and decided to edit it out, basically, and do all of the work I had done over again. So this was a hard decision for me because it was hours of work that I had to undo and then basically redo. This taught me that sometimes trusting the process means having the courage to reset and start over and trust your instincts when you know that something's wrong. But you know what? I'm glad I did, as you'll see in part 3, which is coming soon. So here we are, guys, and maybe this was an anticlimactic video because we're basically right where we left off last time. Okay, bye.